Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Onyxcoin. Wanted to do a full update. It's been a while since I covered this. It hasn't exactly been very strong lately, but still, there's quite a lot. I do think there's potential, and I think we're also getting near some major support levels where potentially we can also get some sort of a move up again. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Now I'm looking at my I'm looking at the other screen right here, looking at the fundamentals a little bit. There's no major fundamentals I think we need to speak about regarding Onyx. There hasn't been anything that I saw passing through my feed that I thought all right, well that is something we need to speak about in a new video. But I know some of you are interested in XCN. I know that there's a large community, so just wanted to give you my thoughts. Now, unfortunately, on the higher time frames, to start off with the bad news, look, Onyx had some stability up here, right? After that major move we had at the beginning of April, Onyx had some momentum here and there within mostly the range right here between 2.15 cents. So that's 0.0215, right? So 2.15 cents, but you know what I mean. And then the bottom of the range was here around 1.7 cents, so 0.017. And now we have dropped down below that, right? And not only have we dropped down below that sustainably, no, we also retested that. I mean, you can see a couple of times we broke down below the balance and we reclaimed that. That was all fine. Now I do think we have started a downtrend, at least for now. But it is very double, right? So I would say, you know, technically we are in a downtrend, so I would expect the price to continue dropping, but it doesn't mean you should short, all right? And that's for two reasons. First of all, and this kind of has to do with fundamentals, I suppose. If you take a look at the funding rate for XCN right here, what you can see, and I want to see it in 8 hours over the last 2 weeks, you can see that very, very often the funding rate for XCN actually turns negative, right? So the last time was June the 6th. But just through time, the funding rate quite often closes negative, which means that if you are short, you pay that funding fee based on your total position value. But in general, funding fees also just mean that a coin is relatively over shorted, which is never a great sign. Right, so that is in general something I think you need to know about XCN, and that also makes it more attractive for a potential long order, right? Because the funding fees you get paid out on your total position value if you're long. But at this point of time, and then outside of that, so that's the first reason why I would not necessarily short. Outside of that, we're nearing a major support level, right? And that support level is right here at 1.4 cents, a little bit lower, but ultimately that's the general area. You can see in general that's a major support level that has been respected. But then you also are filling the fair value gap right here we made the 11th of March, and you have the 200 EMA. So do I think we are bearish? Yes, I think the structure suggests that, and there's no argument to be made in terms of the open interest, in terms of the volume that's that a reversal is coming. But I do think if we zoom in a little bit here to the 4-hour time frame, which by the way has been trending down since, well, what is it, since that drop right here, the 23rd of May, and that's also being respected. I do think that after dropping down into that main support level at 1.4, so 0.14 and 0.137, I do think from there we can actually get a pretty serious move up. And we all know how much XCN can move up if it's liquidating shorts. So I would say it's more likely or a better idea to go short after that move up, which I do expect, right? So I would actually short term be relatively bullish on XCN. I just think that after that move up from support, we will return to trending back down again. And that maybe 1.4 cents will hold as support a little bit longer, but ultimately I also do think on the higher time frames that we will start to move into lower areas right here towards 1 cent again. So yeah, those are my current technical thoughts on XCN. I'll keep you updated on this if you're interested in that, but for now I think that's what you need to know. So thank you for watching, take care, I'll see you all in my next videos, have a great Sunday, and bye.